Well, some of our viewers have been asking, what are their rights if they're attacked by a vicious dog? Who pays the hospital bills? Are there any laws that exist to protect the injured? Not on Your Side's Tammy Vo has been looking into this issue for some months now, and she continues our team coverage.
Well, Jennifer, across the country, hundreds of cities have passed different laws pertaining to vicious dogs. We wanted to know what's the deal here in Arizona and in Tucson.
What happened to Jim Skevington could happen to anyone. Out on a walk with his dog, attacked by two roaming pit bulls. He was hurt, but survived. The man who owned the dogs was slapped with some misdemeanors for not tagging or vaccinating them. Sandra Chapman of Sierra Vista out walking her pup when three dogs escaped from their yard and attacked.
How they got out, I don't know. Where they came from, I don't know. All I know is when I turned around, they were on my dog.
She got 45 staples to the head and a hefty vet bill. In cases like this, what can you do? How are you protected? In Arizona last year, this Phoenix couple helped pass Fabian's Law after their dog was killed by a pit bull while out on a walk. Now, owners of aggressive dogs must control the dog and keep it from escaping. If it doesn't, it's a misdemeanor. And if a dog has a known history of biting and attacks, it is now a felony. In Tucson, there is a city ordinance about dogs that have been declared vicious. Their owners may be ordered to keep the dog locked up, post signs, and carry liability insurance. So if the dog bites, the damage it caused is covered. In Ohio, for the past 20 years, the law said that pit bulls are inherently vicious, forcing their owners to lock them up and carry $100 grand in liability insurance. That has since been reversed. But in the state of Virginia, they have taken their dog laws to another level. If an aggressive dog kills someone, its owner can be found guilty of manslaughter. Even if the owner didn't train the dog to be mean, they can be found guilty of involuntary manslaughter if they were found negligent.
And we have talked before about dogs being declared dangerous or vicious. That has to happen through animal control or by the courts, which can be certainly quite a process. And victims, Jennifer, after some of these attacks don't always want to go through that process. But we talked about paying for bills. Who does that? Right. That's really all on the victim, as we have found out. You can go after the other owner, but that's oftentimes challenging. You've got to hire a lawyer to go to civil court and then pay for those attorney's fees. So that can be quite a process.
It sure is. Now, so what if a dog bites you and it doesn't seem like a big deal? What do you do?
Yeah, you know, that can happen a lot. I talked to animal control today. They tell me what you should do is report it to them. Even though it may not be enough to necessarily move forward with criminal charges, it'll go on record. So if this animal bites again in the future and it's more serious, they have a record now, so that'll make it easier for them to declare the dog dangerous or vicious and take custody of that dog.
So any kind of dog bite, report it.
That's what they suggest.
All right, Tammy.